everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're back with another travel vlog, and this time we're actually in Canada, but we're exploring more of the western side. We literally just landed like 2 hours ago in Calgary, and we're gonna be here for 2 nights, and then we're gonna go to Canmore for day 2, and then we're gonna go to Banff, Revelstoke, Kelowna, Vancouver, a whole lot of things in between, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's just get this started. I'm excited to have you guys along with it, so stay tuned and I'll see you guys for day 1. Hi guys, welcome back to day 1 of our Calgary trip. We are currently here in the Stampede Park, which is where they have this horse competition every year. This time it was supposed to be July 6th, but we're not going to be here at that time, which is kind of disappointing because it's so close. After a lot of walking, we're here at Calgary Tower. We're not going to go up there because honestly the view is not that exciting. We're here at Grassi Lakes Trail. It's a 2.5-hour trail in total, which isn't so bad, but there's 2 ways. One is the hard one is the easy one. We chose the easy one because we're not that experienced with hiking or coming for this trail. Make sure to get the Canada's pass because honestly I didn't find this information online, so it's like $15 per vehicle, which isn't that bad. Alright guys, this is another stop at the Grassi Lakes Trail. The water is so freaking pretty. It's like completely emerald green. Oh my god, these hikes are filled with beautiful spots. This is one of the other spots, and also you can see the waterfall from here. So along the trails they have these tiny waterfalls that are flowing down. So you really oh, even here, look. There's so many. So you have to be careful with the shoes because my shoes are fine, but my pants are kind of long. Okay, still on our way back from the hard hike. It started raining. The views are stunning though, even better than the easier hike. But yeah, it started raining. Trying to get to the parking as soon as possible because even the rocks are kind of slippery. So this was our first stop of the day. We're gonna head to Canmore downtown after. We're just heading to the parking lot right now. Overall, honestly, this hike took us 3 hours in total because we stopped a lot for the pictures, and we're not very experienced hikers, so we were kind of slow in taking breaks. The view is worth it. And yeah, like we're coming down the hard hike right now. It's not that bad. It's just there's no proper trail, so you're kind of just jumping around. Guys, look at that view. This is probably one of the most stunning downtowns I've ever seen. This is Canmore downtown. Mountains behind me, mountains even here. It's absolutely stunning.
Just about a week or 2 ago, there was a guy tenting.
I think I saw a video that's...
The bear ripped his tent to shreds.
Oh, wow. Guys, it is raining super hard. If you're here in...
Turn right onto Beaver Street.
Vlog much because you're looking for bear shred. Okay guys, we're finally at the campground. This is the situation at the back. We set up the camps, we put the sleeping bags, and now we're starting the fire. So calming. Those are the 2 tents that we set up in the middle of the woods. It's getting dark now. It's crazy because here the sunset happens so late. Like currently it's 10:30 and it's still kind of bright outside. It is day 3 of our Calgary to Vancouver road trip. Today is pretty much filled with lakes. Right now we're here at our first stop, which is Lake Louise. Honestly, the morning wasn't too bad with camping. We just packed up everything, left around 8 a.m. to catch a shuttle because we weren't able to get the Parks Canada shuttle, which is a lot affordable. We had to book like a double-deck bus, which costed us a lot more than it should have, but you know, it was gonna take us to Lake Louise and Lake Moraine as well, and then get us back to our hotel. They also have kayaking here, like you guys see a few boats and stuff, but it's $169 per canoe. Honestly, not a bad idea because of course the view is so pretty, but we've done so much canoeing, so it just didn't seem that appealing. And we're doing another fun activity that I'm going to show you guys later in the vlog. But yeah, instead we're gonna do canoeing at Emerald Lake, which is $100 per canoe, I think. So, you know, the view is so good there. Saying bye to Lake Louise, and we're going to Moraine Lake now through the same shuttle. guys, after a beautiful scenic drive here at Moraine Lake. It was 25 minutes away from Louise Lake, and it was kind of uphill, but the views were stunning. And now we're here at the actual lake. It's more blue than Lake Louise. We got these overpriced hot chocolates for like what, $10 each, which is crazy, but you know, at least it's worth it with the view. And it's also cold today. Everyone's just taking shade under the lodge because it's actually raining super hard right now. Day 3 comes to an end. There has been a few changes in our planning. We were supposed to go camping tonight at Abraham Lake, which was recommended to me, and also you don't have to pay for camping, so it just felt like a very, very good option. But because we did camping last night, we felt that it wasn't as comfortable because none of us were able to really sleep and it was kind of cold, and we just felt like it was important to have a comfortable night to start the day. That's why we booked a last-minute hotel. Quickly from the Banff National Park, we came back to Canmore for our hotel, and then we're gonna start our next day tomorrow. We're actually going to BC, so that's going to be really exciting. Yeah, it just becomes a step closer to Vancouver, so I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye. It is day 4 of our Calgary to Vancouver road trip. Today we're driving along the Icefields Parkway, which is a very famous highway in Canada. It's Highway 93, I believe, which runs from Jasper to Banff National Park. There are a bunch of spots along this highway. The first stop was the Crowfoot Glacier Viewpoint, which we stood there for a while. You could see the glaciers from afar away from the highway, but it was still really nice, and also there are no trees that are obstructing the view. And the second viewpoint is the one that I'm currently at. It's the Bow River Viewpoint. Today we're here at Peyto Lake, which is the third stop along the Icefields Parkway, and we actually lost signal, so we were just like navigating through the signs on the highway. We were taking a sketchy ass trail to go down on Peyto Lake. I have no idea where this is leading to. And here it's not just us, it's everyone, because the view of the lake is so pretty, and I've never seen this blue water, guys, in the entire trip. Behind me is the entire view of the Peyto Lake. To come here, there was a 700-meter hike, which wasn't too bad. It was honestly beginner friendly, but it's so freaking worth it. There's also a lookout point right here. Okay, turns out it's actually not Peyto Lake, guys. It's Peyto Lake. Sorry for my bad pronunciation. We were back to the parking lot, but honestly, this was one of the spots that even my family said that's actually a jaw-dropping stop because of how blue the water was. It was so blue, it was so crystal clear. The roads were very narrow, they were slippery, and like you had to be very careful because it was a two-way road, but it actually looks really pretty from afar away. We're gonna go to the base of the waterfall right now. Actually Canada's second largest waterfall. We've been to the first one. I think it's Mount Moraine in Quebec City, if I'm not wrong. So this is the second largest one. It actually comes from Day glaciers, which is very cool because we just saw glaciers from afar away, and now we're seeing the waterfalls. After a 1.5-hour drive here in Golden, BC, we checked in our hotel, and now we're actually trying to find food. I didn't realize how hard it is to find halal food here, guys. We literally found no halal restaurants at all, which was low-key surprising to me because I knew these are like small cities, but I was like, there must be something halal. There has to be Muslim population, so we didn't find anything. So we're gonna go get some probably like cheese pizza. And tomorrow we're gonna be going to Revelstoke and Kelowna. We also skipped Emerald Lake for today because the canoeing closes at 4. So that marks the end of day 4. And I'm gonna see you guys for day 5. It's day 5 for our Calgary to Vancouver road trip. And today the goal is to go to 2 cities. Because we didn't go to Emerald Lake yesterday, today we decided to go, which was again additional 2-hour drive. As I told you guys previously, we were planning to do the canoeing here, but it's only 3 people per canoe. So I was like, I'm not gonna go because I just did kayaking a few weeks ago. And I'm also going on another chalet trip in 1 week. So I'm gonna do it again anyway. So I let them go. I told my sister to capture some videos of her kayaking, so I'm gonna put those in and just enjoy the view of Emerald Lake. And now we're up here to do the Pipe Mountain coaster. There's one in Golden, BC where we stayed last night, but apparently this one's a lot better.
Let's control your speed in there.
My brother saw it, but then he didn't slow down the car, but I just looked back and had a slight glance of it. We got like a little picture of the bear, but that's about it. But you know, at least you saw some wildlife while you're here because you really wanted to see it and we never got a chance to. I'm literally not joking, guys. The drive here was probably the most scariest drive I've ever had in my life because first of all, it was dark. Second of all, we were just constantly going up north on the mountain and we were just the only car on the highway, and the roads were, of course, you know, they were not as well developed. And like a few minutes later, there's a car that comes behind us. I was terrified of that car. Like, God forbid, what if anything happens on top of that mountain? What are you gonna do? There are no signals, you can't call 911. I had really bad thoughts going through my brain, but alhamdulillah, we made it here. From here, the view is actually scary because you're just, I checked, you're like 2,319 meters above sea level, which is kind of crazy. We have to go tomorrow for another pool activity, and we're actually gonna head to Vancouver tomorrow, which is the last stop of the trip. So stay tuned for that, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye. It is day 6 of our Calgary to Vancouver road trip, and this trip is kind of coming to an end because today we're actually going to Vancouver, which is the last stop of our trip. Right now we're here at a city called Big White in BC at the ski resort that I told you guys about last night. And look at the view, it's so pretty. Okay, so we were about to leave for parasailing when we saw this view in front of our resort. They have gondolas that are actually working, which I didn't expect because I was thinking that people probably use it for winters. Okay, so we're finally at the spot where we're gonna do the parasailing. We checked in, got our little bracelet. Okay, we're all set, wearing our life jackets with our whole entire group on the boat, and now we're actually gonna go parasailing. So currently I'm here in Kelowna downtown. Honestly, out of all the places we've been, it's definitely on top of my favorite places because the vibe here is so different. It feels like I'm in Europe. They have like the whole marine area on one side and they have like these tents selling different kind of stuff. I don't know if there's like some specific event today. Day 7 of our Calgary to Vancouver road trip, and we're officially here at our last stop. While the weather is very sunny compared to the other cities we've been to, and of course it's more metropolitan like, we explored a bit of Vancouver downtown, and not gonna lie, the vibe is very similar to Montreal but more Toronto like, so it's a bit more smelly and more crowded than Montreal's downtown. It's Microsoft behind me, TD behind me, that's the UBC Robson Square in front of me. Behind me is the BC Place, which is a stadium. My brother gave me this information, but this is where FIFA 2026 is supposed to happen. This is so cool to have a whole countdown going for the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Day 8 of our Calgary to Vancouver road trip, and today officially marks the last day of this entire trip. We're currently here at Ambleside Beach in Vancouver. We went to Canadian Day celebration because it is July 1st, so there was a lot of patriotism that we were seeing, a lot of events we were seeing around Canada Day at the Canada Place, which was really exciting. Yesterday I saw a lot of people spotting whales, orcas specifically, literally at the point behind me. And it's crazy because we went to the Prospect Point, which is somewhere around there, literally in the evening, and people spotted the whales in the morning. So we're just here to test our luck, see if anything shows up, but no luck so far.